I'm sure you guys looked on your Facebook and you already saw all the chaos surrounding this big story today. Well, a federal judge, in case you've been sleeping under a rock, a federal judge overturned the CDC's travel mask mandate yesterday, and now a lot of people have opinions about it. So now the TSA is no longer enforcing the rule. Most major airlines and a number of airports are now saying that masks are optional. In fact, check out what happened when one pilot made the announcement to their passengers.
The Transportation Security Administration will no longer enforce the federal mandate requiring masks in all U.S. airports and onboard aircraft.
Finally!
So there's also a video of a flight attendant that's going around saying throw away your masks while carrying a trash bag down the aisle, and passengers posted selfies showing everyone on board with big smiles. But not everyone is as happy as everyone seems to be with masks being done on planes and in airports. For example, everyone at home, we need to hear from you, and we want to see what that litmus test is like, okay? Do you still wear a mask on a plane? Are you going to wear a mask on a plane? Go to dblvote.com to let us know. We also wanted to get our doctor's opinion, right? Dr. Coley. So earlier we asked Dr. Coley her thoughts, and she said that this decision was purely a political one and had nothing to do with the actual data from the CDC. Take a listen to what she said.
This is not a public health decision. We are in the midst of a pandemic. BA2 is the most contagious variant we have had so far. Cases are going up. Kids under 5 are not vaccinated, and we've just taken off the masks.
All right, so how's everyone feeling here? And of course, we want our viewers to chime in as well, so make sure that you vote. How are you feeling, Jeff?
Listen, if they did do this prematurely, like Dr. Coley was talking about earlier, it's going to be tough to get people back on board, right? I don't know how one judge, you mentioned it right before the show. My dad watches the show very religiously. He asked the same question as you did. How does one judge overturn a national mandate, right? So I guess it's different, still a little confusing, different from state to state, and different states have different rules. But here's my whole thing politically with that, right? If the CDC was wrong in any sort of way about, listen, we got it wrong, masks don't do anything, especially in children, they're taking it off, licking everything, touching everything. They're never going to admit that to us. That's my biggest problem with the government. It has nothing to do with politics. My biggest problem with the government is they'll never go back. Hey, we got it wrong for 2 years. Sorry we made you do that. They're just going to push forward. But like I said, they're not going to, it's going to be tougher to get people back on board once you take that away from them.
Something about the horse being out of the stable at this point?
A little bit, yeah.
I think so. Eric, what are your thoughts?
You know, personally, I don't have like strong thoughts about it either way at this point. It is a very weird place that we're in right now because, like, for instance, DJ K-Slay just passed away of COVID. So it's not as though people aren't still dying of COVID. And also, it's one thing for people to have their own, be able to have autonomy over their bodies and decide if they want to wear the mask or not. I think it's something different to have a celebration of not wearing the mask, especially in a space as enclosed as plane, because there are going to be people who are still going to very much hold on to their mask. And does it shift the narrative in terms of like vilifying people who are wearing masks because they're trying to protect themselves or someone at home?
No.
I'm concerned about the fact that we should be listening to science here, not a judge.
Yeah.
The fact that in 2 days, I'm going to hop on a plane to go to my brother-in-law's memorial, who passed away from COVID. So sure, if the CDC and doctors, Dr. Coley, science said, you know what, we're out of the clear. Because we all know that it can travel via planes. So in fact, let's listen really quickly to what Dr. Coley said about how the variant travels via planes.
And how do you think we got all these variants in the first place? They got on a plane and came from other countries. And now we've got this XE variant, we've got the Deltacron variant, all in other countries. But international airlines like Delta and United have taken off the mask mandate. So what's going to happen? They're going to get on a plane and they're going to come over here.
Great. I just feel like we've lost all, like we're such a bunch of whiners. We really are. I'm sorry. If scientists and doctors are saying we should still be wearing masks and then, oh, boo-hoo, I don't want to have to wear my mask. Sorry to sound petty, but that's the truth. It's people's lives.
Right.
And people are still reeling from the lives of their loved ones that were lost. So again, when science says it's okay to remove those masks, I'm all for it. But again, I don't want to judge plain politics when lives are at stake.
I mean, quickly, you know, the customer is always right. And we live in a capitalistic society, and we We've all been waiters, servers, and had somebody be real rude to us, and the manager comes over and apologizes on behalf of us to the customer. And it's the same way in this situation. The airlines customers don't want to wear masks. So the airlines are like, yeah, we don't want them either. I'm sure a lot of flight attendants would prefer them just in general, just so you don't get the flu, don't get the sniffles. But your customer base, you saw the reaction, the smiles, the claps. People don't want them. I don't get it. I've been to Japan a couple times. Everybody got a mask on. No one cares. People care here. It's just a thing. And so if you're running a business where you have people that buy stock in that business and you want to say our customers are happy flying our airlines, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be mask optional, but more flight attendants singing and throwing masks in trash bags, which I don't understand because they save millions of lives. But y'all do you.
Let's see what our viewers say. 72% of you say you will still wear a mask on a plane. 28% of you say you will not. Thank you, you guys, for weighing in.